going on, YouTube land? I am ChrisCataluna. Before we get into this video that I'm really excited for, go ahead and check out my Instagram and follow. I am ChrisCataluna with an underscore at the end. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If it's your first time here, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy this video by the end of it, hit me up with a thumbs up. All right, let's get into the video. As you were probably well aware, this weekend was a really hype weekend because it came out with two pretty interesting releases. They had this Travis Scott Jordan 4 Retros and they had the Yeezy 500 releases, the Summer Moons. But more specifically for this video, we're gonna talk about this shoe, Travis Scott Jordan 4 Retros. And I say this because I was planning on heading to Houston because Travis Scott and Jordan Brand was hosting an event on Friday afternoon in Houston in which they were gonna release this particular shoe. They were gonna have a carnival, a lot of food. I think they were gonna throw a mini concert. They had a basketball tournament going on. It was just a bunch of fanfare for the release of this specific shoe. Now, I held back because as you saw with the intro, I was at Nice Kicks and I was requested by the manager of Nice Kicks Austin to film this release. So helping out my town, I obliged to Nice Kicks and got it done. But I guess it was a good thing that I didn't travel to Houston from here in Austin because I heard that it shut down early. I guess the city of Houston was expecting 1,300 people to show up, when in reality 3,000 people showed up. So the city of Houston couldn't really handle, so they shut it down early, and it's whatever. So Travis Scott wanted to release this shoe a day earlier than their original release date, which is June 9th, 2018, that following Saturday. This shoe retailed at $225. Not many retailers had this shoe in stock. I know there were some companies that were raffling this pair. I know you could try to cop on sneakers, which was confusing in itself because a lot of people selected their specific size, they got to pending, and then some people never got that confirmation email or that shipping notification, so some people didn't cop. This was a pretty difficult shoe to get. Now, looking at the secondary market, say StockX, GOAT, or eBay, you could see, or at least at the beginning of this week, the shoe was reaching for $700, $800. But now it's kind of died down a little bit. I'm more than sure it's going to go back up again, but you could find this on those same applications for about $500 to $600, just depending on the sizes that you have in stock. Now, I really love this shoe. Like many of you, when we saw Travis Scott rocking it at the Houston Rocket games during the playoffs, we were just in awe. It was just a nice looking shoe. And listening to Travis Scott and describing why he chose this specific silhouette, the colorways and the Jordan 4, it's pretty cool. So he chose this because it pays homage to the Houston Oilers, who's no longer the NFL team of Houston. The team of Houston is actually the Houston Texans, which is not really affiliated to each other. The Houston Oilers moved to Tennessee and became the Tennessee Titans. So yes, this is the old school Houston Oilers color, that university blue with that red. And again, he chose the Jordan 4 because he said the Jordan 4 was his favorite Jordan shoe. I think it's really cool. Travis Scott reps his city of Houston. You'll see him at Houston Rockets game. I mean, his new album, I think, is called Astroworld, which was Six Flags, which was across the street from where the Texans played. It closed down a long time ago, but he really loves his city, and that's pretty awesome. More specifically, he grew up in Mo City, which is southwest of Houston. If you don't know what Mo City is, it's Missouri City. And if you've ever met a person from Houston, they rep it to the core. It's awesome. All right, getting back into the shoe, let's actually discuss the design aspects of it. So the upper is actually featured in a suede or a nubuck material, and it's cool because when you swipe one way, it looks one color, and you swipe the other way, it turns into a different color. And this nubuck or suede, it feels really premium compared to previous models this year that were released with that nubuck or suede material. It just feels really soft to the touch. It just feels really good. What's also cool about this shoe is, like most Jordan 4s, it features meshing. Now, this meshing is made out of latex material, and the underlining is featured in a fabric material, which enables breathability for your foot. Now, these panels are featured on the lateral, the medial, and along the tongue of the shoe. the bottom portion of the tongue of the shoe. Now the lacing system of this shoe, while it has the regular eyelets that are going along the upper, you'll see two rubberized mount points which are employed too. And these rubberized mounts are predominantly black, but they are speckled with that university blue paint. Now I was looking inside the shoebox to see if there was an extra pair of laces. There isn't. These are the only sets that come with the shoe, and these ones right here, they're done up in blacks, and it looks like there's a waxy coating on the shoelace itself. And the shape of these laces, they are a flat shape. They're not oval, they're just straight up flat. The oglet of the shoe, there is no like special coating or special colors with it. It's just a clear plastic. Commonly with Jordan 4s, you would see a plastic hang tag attached to the eyelet of the shoe. And normally it would be a Jumpman on this side. I forget what's on the other side. With this particular style, we are given the ball and chain right here, and this is like a leather or a nubuck cutout with the Jordan Jumpman logo right here. And this is a raised black logo, and it feels really good to the touch. On this side, you have the Cactus Jack logo right here. This one is not as raised as the other side, but it still feels good, it still looks good. And the theme of the mounts also translates to the back of the heel or on the heel counter of the shoe, where you had that black and then the university blue speckled paint all over. The right shoe and the left shoe have subtle differences, and the back of this shoe, which is the left shoe, you will see Travis Scott's label. It is Cactus Jack, and this is an embossed label, and this is done up in red ink. You can see on the right side of the shoe an embossed logo of the Jumpman done up in red. And I want to say that this heel counter is made out of like a hardened rubber or a TPU material. It is pretty stiff, and it will definitely keep your foot up. On the back of the tongue, you will see black lining, and I'm not too sure, but I do think this is cotton material. But more specifically, you will see a white label with a name stitched in black. Now this name reads out upside down, Travis Scott. On the inside of the tongue, you'll actually see an upside down Air Jordan label right here, and that is done up in that university blue and stitched into the back of the tongue. Getting into the interior, it is done up in red lining. I think it is done up in that cotton fabric, but the insole is also red, which matches the lining. And it's cool because this insole has that same university blue speckled paint. It has that same design aspect on the sole, and it also features a white Jumpman logo on top of the insole. This one has the Cactus Jack logo, and that's done up in black. Now going back to the tongue of the shoe, you remember how I said the bottom portion of this was done up in mesh in that fabric? Well, the top portion of this tongue is featured in that same nubuck or suede material. But on top of that tongue, you'll see that there is a square cutout or a square label that is stitched onto the tongue. And it's cool because you have the Jumpman logo done up in silver embroidery. And under him, of course, it has the signature flight logo. The midsole of the shoe employs the use of Nike Air technology. And you can also see that air bubble right here at the back of the shoe. The pillars on the inside are done up in red. The midsole is made up of EVA material. You can see it has university blue, white accents, and parts of it is done up in black. The sole of the shoe employs three colors. It has the black, the translucent white, and the Jumpman is done up in red. The sole of the shoe is done up in rubber, and the thought process behind that is so when you need to stop on the court, it adheres to the court very well. Now let's talk about the fitment of the shoe. Typically, I'm rocking a size 9 or an 8.5, whether I'm rocking Nike, Puma, Adidas, whatever, doesn't matter. Now, when I put my foot into this shoe, I still have like a centimeter left of space, which is more than enough. I think this shoe really fits well. My toes definitely do not feel cramped in this shoe. In terms of comfort, while it does employ that Nike Air technology, it still is a basketball shoe at the end of the day. It's only meant to be worn for a specific duration. It's definitely not an all-day shoe. It's comfortable for a couple hours, and then I would have to change out to something else. If you're looking to get this pair, whether it's online, SneakerCon, or you're meeting up with someone, this is what the box looked like. You would see like the Jumpman logo done up in red, the flight right here, Jumpman done up in red right here. It's a black top. You'll see the speckled paint. It's like the gray. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and there's like a metal tab or a metal hole right here, so you can pull out when it is in size stock. But yeah, that's what the box looks like. A solid gray box. Yeah. All right, guys, I think that is it for this video. I really like the shoe. It is a legit shoe. It feels really premium. I have no complaints about this shoe whatsoever. What do you think about Travis Scott's collaboration with Jordan Brand on this specific shoe? Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know down in the comments below. I would definitely love to hear your feedback. Hit me up with a thumbs up if you truly enjoyed this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification button so when I upload a new video, you'll know. All right, that's it. I'm ChrisCataluna. Cheers.